So,
So it's up to you guys.
All right. This is James Hall, an Assistant Business Enterprise Program Manager. He's a 36-year-old man who currently resides in Davison, Michigan, and now he is going to give us a brief summary of himself.
Well, good afternoon. I am the Assistant Business Enterprise Program Manager with the Bureau of Services for Blind Persons, and I've worked for the Bureau for the past 11 years. I am 36, and I lost my eyesight at 23, about 2 days after I graduated from Michigan State University. At that time, I had perfect vision, and I lost my eyesight due to an autoimmune disease. It's called Devick's disease. It's a similar disease to multiple sclerosis, except that it put lesions on my optic nerves and completely destroyed them, and I lost 95% of my usable vision within about 10 days. So I'm not totally blind. I can see shadows. I can see the differences between like grass and sidewalk and things as I'm walking around, but I do use a cane to help me with my travels, and I do rely on individuals to drive me back and forth to work and things like that. So.
All right, thank you. And now we're going to start with a series of questions. First off, what made you want to pursue a career in the BEP?
About a year after I lost my eyesight, I was connected with the Bureau of Services for Blind Persons to get what are known as vocational rehabilitation services. I went to their training center in Kalamazoo where they taught me how to use a cane to get around independently. They taught me how to safely work in my home, to cook, to take down messages in Braille. They taught me all sorts of different personal adaptive skills. It was called personal adjustment training. While working with the individuals at the center, I was so impressed with the types of people that they were and the type of help and support that they were offering to me that I wanted to follow and find a way to provide those same types of services with the business enterprise, within the Bureau. And I was connected with the Business Enterprise Program, which is a program that licenses other blind individuals to work, own, and operate in their own food service businesses.
That's awesome. I loved it down there. Next question is, what is the most difficult part about your job?
One of the most difficult parts that I have in my job is helping people to understand not the disability of people who are blind, but the capabilities of people who are blind. I work to assist blind people in running their own businesses, but we do that while providing service to the general public, and the general public, the sighted public, makes up these blind individuals' customers. So educating them on the expectations of what blind people can do, educating them on their abilities, that they can rely on their services, proves to be one of the most challenging things that I do. Because blindness is one of the things that is most scary and most unknown to people, it's very hard to dissuade them of their fear and help them to build their confidence.
I can only imagine how difficult that is. Really, though. What is the thing you enjoy the most about your job?
The thing that I truly enjoy the most about my job is seeing these blind individuals that we license and how they grow and succeed. When they come to our program, many of these individuals have lost their eyesight later in life, and they're scared. They're very scared about being blind. They're scared about their abilities to be successful and independent. They're scared about their ability to work. And we train them and help them to develop the skills that they need to be successful, and then help place them in these jobs. And I get to see them go from being a scared person, unsure about what they're going to be able to do with their life, to turning into a successful entrepreneur, making in some cases as much as 6 figures a year to not only support themselves, but their families, to provide job opportunities for other individuals, and that's really quite rewarding.
Yeah, right there, that's straight passion, for sure. Do you have any future goals in this department?
Well, I've been here for 11 years, and I started working in the field as a promotional agent, and I moved up into the management aspects of this program. I would really like to stay with the program that I'm in, perhaps move up to the actual program manager position and have a little bit more direct influence over the overall direction of the program, and maybe someday move up into a bureau director type position where I could not only impact the business enterprise program, but all vocational rehabilitation services that are offered from the bureau.
That's a great goal. How's the BEP benefited your personal life?
As I mentioned earlier, I also lost my eyesight later in life, and I had to basically learn how to be a blind person. I had to learn and develop the skills necessary to be successful on my own. And one of the things that I learned very quickly is that there is not a very large community of people who are blind. And working in this program, it has put me in touch with people that can relate to the experiences that I've had in my life, that they can provide me with not only the professional insights, but also some personal insights as to things to make my life easier and to help make those around me more comfortable and more at ease with my blindness.
That's so great. Thanks for doing this interview. Do you have any comments for the students and other people watching this video?
I guess my biggest comment to anybody who's watching this video is that it is very easy to identify disabilities. It is very easy to, from a distance, sit back and point out how a person is different and question what they can do and what they're capable of. But what's most important when you consider individuals is to consider a person's capabilities. Don't assume and prejudge what a person can do and what they might be successful at, but actually take the time to get to know the individual and what their capacity is and what their abilities are. And I think not only will you find it to be a rewarding experience, but you'll find it to be very enriching, not just in your personal life, but in the lives of all those people that you touch afterwards.
Once again, thank you so much, James.
No, thank you for having me.
Boom, we're done.